show. Welcome to the show.
Right in the
Coffee
morning,
with Nikkie.
right
In this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way.
right in the morning.
Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Coffee with
Wake
Nikkie.
up everybody in the morning, wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikki, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning, I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikki, oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning, wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikki, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
We are live and welcome to Coffee with Nikki.
Welcome to the show.
Right in the
Coffee
morning,
with Nikkie.
right
In this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way.
right in the morning.
Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Coffee with
Wake
Nikkie.
up everybody in the morning, wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikki, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning, I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikki, oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning, wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikki, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
We are live and welcome to Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. You already know what to do. Soon as you walk in, hit the thumbs up button and don't forget to click subscribe. Now grab your pen, your pad, and your coffee because it's time to get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Good morning. Okay, y'all. So, something don't want to let me be great, but we are back and I'm not going to let that stop me. Not at all. I sat here and I waited. I replayed my song about 10 times until the internet came back on. We lost all power. The power went out twice, but we are back. We are back, y'all. So thank you. Make sure that y'all take this link and share this out and tell everybody that Coffee with Nikki be back on and that we did have a little mishap, but we are back together. So tell everybody, come on and join us over here because we popping. So let's get it. Let's go. Tell everybody, come on over, grab the link, and let me see who's in the building. Let's see. We got Big Meech in the building. We got Angie in the building. Cousin said we are back. We back. Good morning, Miss Lois. Miss Lois says good morning. Good morning, Trina. We back. Yes, we back. Cousin guy, she dancing in the chat. Good morning, Cheryl. Cheryl said good morning, everybody. Good morning, Zeltra. Angie said, hey, it's the beat for me. It's the beat for me. Yes. And yes. So we are back. And I also turned on my Instagram because my Instagram, I guess because it's the phone, it came on. But YouTube did not. So I had to wait until that reset. But we're back. So yesterday we were talking about your unique value proposition. And before we even get into your UVP, I want to make sure that I let you guys know that the Honor Society is going to be $19.99 for until Sunday. Until Sunday, the Honor Society is going to be $19.99. After that, we're going back to the price of $39.99. So if you would like to take part of the Honor Society, it is going to be for the lifetime of, as long as you have the community. The Honor Society is going to be for that entire lifetime. It is not going to change for you, although it is going to change for the newcomers that are coming in. So if you would like to take advantage of that, emails went out to you this morning with the link that is going to send you on over to the $19.99 monthly subscription. Also, if I had set up the meeting to meet for the GIST group tonight at 7 p.m. Is everybody available for 7 o'clock p.m. tonight? Let me know in the chat. Put ones if that's you. Put twos if it's not you. You can't do it. Let me know. I was thinking since I was short notice because the emails went out this morning. They were supposed to go out yesterday, but they ended up going out this morning. And so since that is the case, I want to make sure that I give everybody enough time in order to join the group, because the GIST group is something that you actually have to be there for, right? You can't just catch the replay of the GIST group, because then you're not engaging and you just kind of like catching up on what everybody else is saying as opposed to being a participant. So let me know which day works best for you and we will make the adjustment. So if Wednesday is tonight, good for you. Put ones in the chat. If it is not, put two, and we'll do Friday. All right, so I got some ones in the chat. Oh, cousin said Bible study for her. Bible study. Yolanda says two. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Let me know. So I got me, I'm on Instagram. Ain't nobody popping and percolating over there. Where y'all at over there in Instagram land? I'm about to close it out and just focus. I can't multitask like that. That is not one of my blessings. So I'm gonna focus on where I'm at. And whenever Instagram gives me the chance to put my thing on here, that's what I'll be doing. But until then, I won't be. Let me see. Don't let it stop y'all though. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to see how many people are going to be able to make it. I just want to make sure that at least the majority of everybody can be there. And it's 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Let me see. Let me see. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the chat. And while I'm waiting for you guys to let me know in the chat, I am going to go on, and we were recapping what we did the day before. And yesterday I said I wanted you guys to give me 3 things that makes your company stand out, right? 3 things that make your company stand out. And this is non-negotiable. This is why your company is unique. This is why your company stands out. This is why nobody can mess with you. This is why nobody is going to ever be on your level, because these are the 3 things that you are going to offer and nobody can offer them like you. So what are those 3 things? I know that Ms. Delcher said it's her process, it's her proprietary blends of her waxes, and also of her and also I made sure that I kept on saying your why, your why, your why. But her why is very important, right? And everybody's why should be very important, because you should have something that is going to connect you to your brand. You should have something that is going to connect you, like, this is the reason why I'm going to keep going with this. This is the feeling. This is the reason why people need this in their life, because I want people to feel this, right? So what are the 3 things that stand out in your business? Put it in the chat, please. What is your UVP? What is the 3 things that make your company unique? What are the 3 things that make your company unique? And while we're doing that, I also have remember we were going into the corporate, like, what brands do you love? And a lot of you guys, we had Telfar in there, we had Fenty in there, we had fish scale, was it fish scale boots or fish scale leather co or something like that? That was Miss Zeltra's company that she loved. And the thing that they offered is that they fix the boots if something should happen to the heel. They do repairs, and the quality of the boot is amazing. And she has them for riding, and not only for riding, but she also has them for her regular everyday life. Miss Lois loved the fact that Fenty was inclusive, that she can find her shade of foundation. She was able to feel like, even though I felt that the messaging for Fenty was on a trendier, younger vibe, that Fenty was also able to be inclusive and include everybody within that, right? Because we were talking about, they included everybody from the lightest albino to the darkest dark, and they were size inclusive, they're gender inclusive, like, they're basically not leaving anybody out, but it doesn't look scattered, and it doesn't look inauthentic. It doesn't look like it doesn't belong. Everything looks like it belongs together. And so they were able to communicate it with kind of like, they've communicated it, but it wasn't like something like it's so obvious. You know what I'm saying? And it stayed on brand. And that is something that we need to see. What are those things that we can do that the companies are doing that we can also provide in our businesses as well? How can we do that? We may not have their marketing budget. We may not have their marketing team. We may not have the masterminds of all the the people that are behind the marketing campaign, right? We don't have that. So how can we utilize what we have? How can we utilize our personal qualities? How can we utilize what we're offering and the emotions and everything? How can we tie that into what our brand is going to bring to the marketplace, right? And so we need to know that it cannot I cannot free birds. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know where I get fish scale from. We cannot solely rely on the look. We cannot solely rely on just how you make it, right? There's got to be more than that. Everybody, if somebody is a candle maker, everybody melts wax down, add a fragrance, may add color, pour it in the vessel. Wicked or may not wicked, maybe wickless, maybe scoopable. Everybody has that same process. So what about your process is going to stand out from somebody else's, right? Just because you have a pretty candle, there's a million people with pretty candles. Just because you have a pretty soap, there's a million people with pretty soap. What is going to make you stand out in the marketplace? What three things is going to make you stand out? I know we talked about it yesterday. I just want to recap it again today. What three things? Because I need this to resonate in your spirit. I need this to resonate in your heart, in your mind, in your method. I need this to resonate with you. Why? Because this is going to make you stand out. This is going to set you apart from anybody else. If all of us is in the lineup, you're going to be able to recognize me. Why? Because this is what I offer, right? As opposed to anybody else. So what are those three things for you? Miss Linda says she is I am blessed and ready for her miracles this morning. Come on. Come on. Right? So what are those three things that are going to stand out for you? Right? Remember, we said, don't let it be another pretty thing. Don't let it be because you're using a certain, this is how I make my candles kind of thing. You got to go a little bit deeper. There's got to be some reasoning why you use a proprietary blend of wax. There's got to be a reason why you're using particular wicks. Like if you're choosing wooden wicks over cotton wicks or zinc wicks or whatever kind of wicks, why are you choosing those particular wicks? Why are you choosing these particular colors? Why are you choosing, like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, sis? What are we doing? We need to get clear on that, right? We need to get clear because it's got to be a little bit deeper. It's got to be a little bit deeper. Chantel says, I researched UVPs of big brands last night. There you go. Come on, homework. Come on, homework. She said they compared Lyft and Uber and their UVPs. Very helpful in helping me hone in on my UVP. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And when you look at the bigger brands, right, and see what they're doing and how they're doing it, you can take some of their methods and apply it to yours, right? You can apply it to your business. If there's something that you love about them, then how can you implement that and apply it to your business, right? What can you take from that? Again, you may not have the money that they have in order to do those things, but how can you bring that to the marketplace? What about you can bring that thing, right? And then you should also be researching your not competitors, but people who are in a similar business, right? You want to, I won't say so much competitors, you know what I'm saying? It's people who are doing the same thing, right? What are they doing? What's lacking in their business? What's lacking in their business model? What's lacking in their communication? Where are they dropping the ball? Where are they missing the mark? Once you know that, then you can come back with, hey, I know I'm approaching this way because this candle maker, they all missing the mark. People are not understanding why isn't anybody talking about this particular thing? Why isn't anybody talking about the quality of the air? Or you know what I'm saying? Like if you see that in your competitors and you see that that is something that is missing, then that is a perfect opportunity for you to jump right in on that and say, you know what? I'm going to start talking about these things because people have questions about that. Clearly, it's in their comments. Clearly, it's in the reviews. Clearly, it's when I'm listening to people talk about certain things, I hear it, right? And so since I'm hearing it and I know that it's a thing, I think maybe I need to address these things because clearly people want to know. And since they want to know, I'm going to be the person to give it to them, right? So what's missing and how could you fix that? So I want you guys to, and let that be your homework, okay? I want you to do, as Chantel said, I want you to look at your competitors, and I want you to see what's lacking. Go surfing through their comments and see what they're saying. See how they're engaging. See what's good about them and see what's bad about them. See what needs to be fixed. See what things that you would change in what they're doing, right? So that you can make those adjustments in your business. Yes? Yes, yes, and yes. Let me know if y'all with me. Let me know if you with me. Miss Loy says my three things are experience. I blend coconut, apricot, and beeswax because it's hyperallergenic, and my story. Yes, 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 yes. Right. So we're just recapping what we did yesterday, but those three things is something that you need to know immediately. Immediately, right? And so we want to also tap in on emotions. Why do we want to tap in on emotions? Because emotions are going to be the thing that makes people make the feeling or whatever resonate with them. Either it's going to trigger a good memory, it's going to trigger happiness, it's going to trigger joy, it's going to trigger anger, it's going to trigger intrigue, curiosity. All of these things are what's going to help your people connect to you, right? So now I want y'all to think about it, right? If you're in a relationship, and now I think I'm gonna have to get my charger, y'all, because listen, I'm telling you, this place is not letting me be great today. Not letting me be great. When it starts to go red, I'll move it and change it. But when you are in a relationship, right? What are you seeking in that relationship, right? Nobody is going into a relationship to say, "Oh, I want to be so disconnected from you." "Oh, I don't want to communicate with you." Nobody is going into a relationship and saying that, right? "Oh, we are just not compatible, but I'm going to stay with you. I'm going to stick beside you." Right? Nobody is saying that. When you're going into a relationship, either you're going into this expecting something, you have some things that you're expecting, you have some things that you want, there's some things that you need. You know what I'm saying? We're going into this relationship and we want something from this relationship. We're not just going into a relationship to not have any connection at all, right? We go into a relationship to build some kind of connection, right? Let me know if y'all agree with me. Put ones in the chat if you go into a relationship because you want some type of connection. Let me know. I spent time doing research yesterday. Hey, come on, research, Angie. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. How many of us are going into relationships because we are seeking connection? We are seeking connection. I'm about to play this music, y'all, so I can charge my my battery for my laptop, because I don't know why this is dying already. Let me know. You go into relationships because you are seeking some kind of connection. And I want you guys to keep in mind that so are your relationships with your customers. Your customers are also looking to seek some kind of emotional connection with you. They're looking to have something. They want to connect with you. They want to have some kind of connecting fiber. They want to have something that y'all have in common. They want to have some reason why they're going to keep on visiting you, why they're going to keep on dating you. There's got to be something that they're expecting that they're getting, right? And so if this is if this is how they feel in a relationship, you got to remember that's the kind of relationship that you're building with your customers as well, right? Your customers have to have that same kind of connection with you. Yes? Yes. So anytime you are putting any content out, anytime that you have any messaging going out, anytime, think about how is this building connection? How is this building community? How is this building my bond, right? When you have relationships, y'all, we don't communicate. We need better communication. That's like top of the list when people saying they looking for the perfect relationship or their soulmate or whatever. They're looking to have great communication with this person, right? Because if I could talk to you, you could talk to me, then we can have a great relationship, and I understand you, you understand me, and then, nobody has this misunderstanding because we know each other so well, right? Think about that same way when you're building relationships with your customers. They want to also have those same kind of relationships with you. They also want to have those same kind of bonds with you. And the way that you can tie those things in together is through your story, through emotions, through, how you engage with them, through the interaction, through building up that community and letting them know that they're a part of something, right? And letting them know I see you, or you're a part of my community. In order for those things to happen, we have to build this relationship. And who gets into a relationship and not want to trust somebody? Put ones in the chat if you don't care if you trust somebody. And put two if trust is important. Two if trust is important. And one if you really don't care if you trust them or not. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. So Trina says, I've been experiencing that with my laptop charger too. Yep. Driving me crazy. I'm like, it was just fully charged. It was just fully charged. Yes, connection is very important. So while I wait for you guys to let me know about trust and connection and relationships and communication, while I'm waiting for you guys to do that, I'm going to run this music back one more time so I could turn on my charger so I could get some battery life. Okay, y'all? 1 second. 1 second.
Welcome to the show.
Right in the
Coffee
morning,
with Nikkie. In this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way.
Right in the morning.
Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Coffee with
Wake
Nikkie.
up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding and we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding and we riding, yo.
We are live, and welcome to Coffee with Nikkie, your daily cup of information and inspiration. You already know what to do. Soon as you walk in, hit the thumbs up button, and don't forget to click subscribe. Now grab your pen, your pad, and your coffee, because it's time to get it. Let's get it. Let's go. You're not going to get another good morning out of me today. Not another. All right, so we are going to, I see that we got a bunch of twos in the chat, so trust is very important, right? So since trust is very important, how are you building trust with your customers? Like, how do they feel that they can trust you, right? If you are not showing up, if you are not being consistent, if you are not communicating well, you are not building trust with your customers. Your customers need to feel like you're going to be there. They need to feel like when I need you, you're going to be there. And even when I don't need you, you're still going to be there. They need you to say, I'm here for you, right? You want your partner in your relationship to say, hey, I'm here for you whenever you need me. You want to talk? Let's talk about it. You want to have good times? I'm here to help you have the good times. I'm here to get you through the tough times, right? People want to know that. And so you got to keep that in mind when you're building your company, when you're building your brand, when you're building your messaging and your brand awareness. People need to know that, hey, I'm consistent. I'm going to be here. This is what I do. Let me serve you. This is how I'm going to serve you. And stay in constant contact with you, right? This is how we're building trust with our customers, right? And not only, and can y'all see the relation to having a relationship with a person and having a relationship to your customer? Can y'all see the resemblance, or is it just me? Is it just me, right? You go into a relationship, right? You don't just automatically just say, boom, we in a relationship. We together, we go together real hard. You don't just go into the relationship like that, right? We ease into the relationship. We're going to have some dates. We're going to have some phone calls. We're going to have some times. We're going to be building, right? There's going to be some things that have to happen right before we get into that relationship. I got to see if you are, worth me being in a relationship, right? I gotta see if you're relationship material. You might not be long-term relationship material. You might just be short-term. And that and if you think about that, think about things that you use that you really don't care about, and you would use any brand. It doesn't matter, right? So some people will say, like Post-its. I'll just use any brand to post this, or and this is the thing, right? Just how I just said that. Those little sticky notes, which are not just Post-its, right? Because they have different brands. Post-it is the brand, but Post-it has it stuck in your head that anytime you see one of those little notepads with the sticky stuff on it and you want to stick it on it, you're going to automatically call that thing a Post-it, right? Even though it is not the Post-it brand and it is the same kind of thing, it is a sticky pad or whatever other people will call it, or whatever other companies will call it. But Post-it got it branded in your head that this is what you're going to call it every single time, right? And so some things are going to be things that last, and some things it doesn't matter what brand you get, right? Sometimes people have a brand of toilet tissue that they absolutely love and adore, right? They won't just get any kind of toilet paper, right? They will splurge a little bit to get this type of toilet paper, the Scotty's sort of toilet paper, or the cotton, the quilted one, right? They'll splurge to get that if that's important to them, right? Some people don't care and they'll just get any brand of anything, right? But what's important to you is the kind that you want, and you got to remember that, right? So some people, the people that you get into relationships with, everybody ain't going to be the relationship person, right? And so that's going to be the same thing with your customer. Every customer that come through is not going to be the customer that you're going to build a long-lasting, loyal relationship with, right? Some people are coming to see it, try it, and see what everything is all about. Let me check and see what's going on first. Or maybe they're just looking at the sidelines. They want to see what's going on. Maybe they'll come back. Maybe they won't come back. Maybe you'll have a date with them. Maybe you won't, right? But they are just seeing. Maybe some people are just testing the field, right? They just playing the field. What do you call it? Playing the field? They playing the field, and they trying to see what's going to happen, if something is going to happen, if you gonna have this connection, if it's gonna bite, y'all gonna deal with each other, and maybe this date is going to be a nice date. Somebody may have a date with you guys and it's not a great date. Maybe there was a misunderstanding, right? And with the misunderstanding could be communication. It could be maybe the package got shipped out late. It could be maybe something happened with the package and maybe the item is broken or damaged or something like that. And so now it may have put a bad taste in their mouth. But then you have those people who you're going on your first date with and it's amazing. And then you go on another date and it's amazing. And then you go on another date and it continues and continues and continues. And then y'all building up something special, right? Because now you're starting to see qualities in this particular person that you really love, right? And so that's the same thing with building your brand, right? Building your business. Your customers are going to see things that they love, and then other people are going to help them realize these things, right? Because once you start getting into a relationship with somebody, same with your customers, right? Once you start getting into a relationship with somebody now and you're happy and everybody knows that you're happy because you're sharing it all over the place, same as your customers, they're happy with you, they're going to share it all over the place, right? And so now it's time for me to take you out and meet people. I'm taking you out to meet my friends. I'm taking you out to meet my family, my children, if you have children. Like now you're bringing this person around so now that you can incorporate this person into your life, right? This is the same thing that your customers are doing with your particular branding, your product, your business. This is how they're moving through you too, right? So you have to remember, you're not going to just be jumping. A lot of the times, y'all not communicating in your messaging. You're not trying to build a relationship with them. You like, let me hit it and quit it immediately. Let me get on this right now, right? That's what y'all doing. And so and that's what y'all just throwing products. You're not educating, you're not entertaining, you're not telling them anything that they need to know. You're not telling them who you are. You're not saying anything. You're just out there. You may have said something one time, but you're not saying anything again. And it's like, this is who I am. This is what I sell, period. That's it. Right? People need more than that. People need more than that. You're not going to give it up to somebody who just come in and be like, yo, my name is Craig and I'm here for you, girl. Like, you gonna be like, what? Go somewhere, Craig, with that. I don't know who you reel in with that, but it ain't gonna be me. Your customers are looking at you the same way. Your customers are looking at you the same way. And I know when you're building your business, and we spoke about this before, you don't know what you don't know, and so you're just trying things and you're throwing spaghetti at the wall and you're trying to see what works, and you think that you don't have to build relationships, but relationship building is very, 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 very important. Your messaging is very, very, very important because you're not just going to be giving it up. You're not going to just be like, okay, you my dude now, you my girl now. You're not doing that. You gotta build. You gotta build. So everybody put gotta build in a relationship. It sure does, Trina. It takes time. It takes time. You just not going to get it out the gate. You're not going to get it out the gate. Good morning, Jordan. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're the only one who's going to get that because I went on like 5 times. Today, we had some issues, but we back. We back. So Jordan says, good morning, everybody. So let me know, can everybody see the relation between the relationship with a person and the relationship of your business, right? And you could see that even though you still got to build it, you still got to, I still got to woo you. Just because you bought from me maybe 1 or 2 times, I still got to keep on doing it. I still got to keep this relationship fresh. I still got to continue to date you. I still got to continue to have date night. I still got to continue to surprise you, maybe bring you flowers, maybe give you, you know what I'm saying? So we think about that as far as our business is concerned. I still got to date you, right? I still got to let you know that you are special to me. I still got to let you know that I care about you and I'm thinking about you. That's the communication, right? That's you making sure you build your community, right? That's you talking to them and engaging with them, seeing what they want, seeing what's changing in their life, seeing how you can help them, how you can serve them, how you can serve them, how you can do things for them. That's what you're doing with your relationships with your customers, right? That is what you're doing. You're going to have to continue to date them and woo them and buy them flowers, right? And have special time. You're going to have to continue to have these times because this is going to help you build a big brand, a brand that is going to stand the test of time. Why? Because these relationships mean something to people. And once somebody has a meaningful relationship with you, they are going to want to share it. They are going to want to they're going to want to put other people on and be like, you need something like this. You need to get you one of these. Come on in here and get you one of these. Come on in here and get you this chicken salad, right? They want you to know that, right? They want you to know, they want other people to know that. And so you have to make sure that you continue to do this. It is a never ending thing. You don't get them in the door and be like, okay, that's it. No, you could get them in the door and you got to continue to do this. How many of us have been in relationships, right? You've been in relationships and they did all of the things in the beginning. They wooed you and they dated you and they were you so special. It was oh so romantic and so passionate and everything in the beginning, and then after you've been in this relationship for a while, then it all died down and it's just like, oh, that's just her, or oh, that's just him. How many of you guys have experienced that in a relationship? Put me in the chat. Put me in the chat. That's right, y'all. Gotta build. Angie said, bye, Craig. Bye, Craig. I'm telling you, hit them with the finesse. You have to finesse them. I'm telling you, you finesse your people. You gotta finesse them. You definitely have to. Y'all, we got to put these likes up. Come on, y'all. Run up them likes. Run up them likes. Run them up. Run them up. Let's get this sound popping. How many of y'all been in relationships like that? Or where people they don't respect you anymore. They don't care about you anymore. They're not even trying to pay attention to you anymore, right? We can't do the same thing to our customers. Once we get them in, we have to continue to date them. We have to continue to build relationships with them, right? And what I wrote down in my notes is, in the advertising game, what is it? Research shows that ads that leverage human emotion are 31% more effective. You're going to remember them. They're going to be something that lingers in your mind, because an emotion is something that's going to linger long after the time that they've experienced that thing, right? The emotion of the thing is always going to be there, right? And also, the stronger and more powerful the emotion, the more memorable is going to be for you, right? So if I had a strong emotion to something, no matter what that thing is, it could be happiness, joy, serenity, peace, calm, anger, frustration, anxiety. If I have a strong enough or a powerful enough emotion, I am going to remember those moments. I am going to remember those things. There's going to be certain elements of that memory or whatever that's going to trigger certain feelings that I have, and also going to make me remember, right? And so what is it about your brand that is going to make them, what's going to trigger them to remember you, right? A lot of you guys, your businesses didn't start on a happy note, right? And somebody may be coming in on a part of your journey where you're past that part of your journey, but they may be coming in on a certain part of that journey, and you could help them get through that time because you've been there. You know what that emotion feels like. You know what that sadness and that darkness and that all of that feels like, right? And so you're able to bring them through a time, and so they're going to remember you for the transformation that your particular product can do, or I mean, your product or service helped to do, right? Whatever your transformation was, or their transformation was, excuse me, and you help them get through it, they're going to remember that. And they're going to remember that when they need it for somebody else, when they need to recall that thing again, they're going to remember you, right? Remember, top of mind means tip of tongue. Top of mind means tip of tongue. So if you do not engage with them emotionally, chances are they're not going to remember you. Chances are they're not going to remember you. The goal is to have them think about you all the time, right? The goal is to be in their inbox all the time, on their timelines all the time. The goal is to be in front of them all the time, in their bathroom, in their homes, on their body, whatever kind of services or products you have, right? You want to make sure the goal is always to be around them. You want to be clingy. You want to be clingy. You don't want to be too annoying, but remember, the things that stick out to you the most are going to be the things you see the most, right? They're going to be the things that you see the most. Let me know if y'all with me so far. Let me know if y'all with me so far. Let me know. Let me know if I'm resonating with you right now. Let me know. Let me know. Let me see what I have in my notes so I don't miss anything. And I also was putting too, some long-standing relationships, we still stay in them no matter, you know what I'm saying? Like, the feeling may not be happy. Sometimes we angry, sometimes we miserable, sometimes we're mad, but we still stay in there. But where's the hope at, right? There's got to be some glimmer of hope. There's got to be something that I could hold on to. There's got to be some way that I'm going to rekindle that. So this could be bad relationships that you may have had with your customer, and they may have had a bad experience, but your particular product is so amazing, your service is so amazing, that they are going to come back and they're going to give you another chance to fix it, right? Because they believe in you so much. They love you, and they know that, this is not something that, that you're going to be doing consistently. This may have just been a one-off time. Maybe you had a bad day. Maybe you had a bad night. Maybe it was even out of your control, right? But they're going to stick with you, right? They're going to be like, well, let me just give you another try, right? But the only way that that's going to happen is if you keep communication open. Your communications game got to be strong. It's got to be strong, right? And that's when you come back to what your the three characteristics are for your UVP, right? That's when you come back to that. That's when you come back to your why. That's when you come back to the feelings and the emotions and the values and whatever that is with your business that you want people to feel. That's when you come back to those things, right? Because people need to know that they got to come back home. They got to know that they got to come back home, right? And I'm going to do everything that I need. Everything was in my power to fix it, right? How many relationships you had somebody that messed up on you and they doing every single thing. They like, I got to get you back. I got to get you back. I got to get you back, right? I'm going to take you out. I'm going to take you where, I'm going to do the things that I never done for you before. I'm going to not neglect you like I was doing before. I'm going to take good care of you now, right? And so I'm doing all of this so I could get you back. And sometimes you're going to have to do that to your customers, right? Sometimes you have customers that did not purchase yet, and you got to warm them up, convince them, hey, what are we doing? Let's go on a date. Let me talk to you for a second. Let me call you on the phone. No, let me send you some messages. Let me send you a poem. Let me send you some inspiration. Are you having a bad day? Let me send you a pick me up. This is what we're doing with our customers consistently. Right? And when you look at it as a relationship with a person, and you put that into perspective for you, you're going to be like, I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough. I'm not communicating enough. I'm not being a good lover. I'm not being a very good communicator. I'm not being a good team player. I'm not even doing my part in this relationship. I really need to show up, right? Some people in the relationship are just showing up so they don't get fired, right? I don't need to have that kind of relationships. Those kind of relationships are not going to last, right? The kind of relationships that are going to last are going to be those relationships with passion, those relationships with people who feel each other and understand each other. Same thing with your business. Same thing with your business. Are you guys with me? Let me know if y'all understand what I'm saying. Let me know if y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you with me. Let me know if you're with me. Hey, let me know if you're with me. Hey. So let me just run through this really, really fast. So let me see. Emotions create customer loyalty. If they feel connected to you, they're not gonna want to leave. Same thing with your relationship. You're gonna be loyal to that mate that is making you feel like you are everything. You're gonna be like, I'm not leaving. That's my man, and I'm sticking beside him. I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying right here, right? Because they make you feel special. They make you feel wanted. They make you feel appreciated, right? Same thing with your customers. You got to do the same thing with your customers. They need to know that they are loved, appreciated, and wanted. And so if you're just shoving a product in their face all the time, they're not getting that feeling. There's no connection. All they see is a product. And maybe I will contact you when I need some t-shirts. Maybe I will contact you when I need a candle for a gift or something like that. But I'm not going to be sitting out there, talking about telling everybody all about this new relationship, right? I'm not going to be telling everybody about it because we don't have that kind of connection. We're not vibing like that, right? So this I don't know if I should talk about this tomorrow. I should talk about it right now. Because I gave you guys a lot of information, and I know the information got broken up a lot because of the connection. But let me see. Um, okay, let's go through it. Let's run through it, and then we'll touch more on it tomorrow. Right? So tips and best practices. So you want to make sure that you are storytelling. That is going to definitely build relationships, right? You want to make sure that you're storytelling. You also want to make sure it's engaging. You want to ask people, hey, how you feeling? How you're doing? What's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? You want to also do that as well, because people need to know that you're thinking about them, right? A lot of the times we're always like talking about us as business owners, but in reality, we got to think about the customer. In reality, we got to think about them first. In reality, we got to think about how we're serving them, or how can we best serve them first, right? So storytelling is going to be something that is going to open the door for you to let them know who you are, why you do the things you do, how can they connect to you, and why do they connect to you, right? Like what is our connecting fiber? So storytelling is something that is going to help you. And everybody loves a good love story, right? Everybody loves a good love story, so tell it, right? And this whole relationship thing, I absolutely love comparing businesses to relationships because it's the truth. It's the truth, right? Number two, is you got to make sure that you keep their curiosity. You got to keep them guessing, right? But the thing about a relationship, the best things about relationship is the spontaneity, right? I don't know what this person's going to do. Oh, we're going to have a romantic date. I don't know where it's going to be. Oh, I can't wait. I'm excited. What are we going to do? I can't imagine. Oh, we're going to have, oh my gosh, do I need to dress up? What do I need? Curiosity is going to be something that is going to keep people engaged and keep them connected, right? So the curiosity, the element of surprise is going to be something that is very important to your customers. The next thing is, of course, this is first and foremost. Again, this should have been number one. Know thy audience. Know that audience. Know your audience. Know who you're speaking to. Know what they want. Know what they like. Know how to woo them, right? Know if they like that romantic mushy stuff or they don't, right? You need to know your audience. That's the next one. After that, you need to pay attention to creative elements. What do I mean by paying attention to creative elements? Yes, your product and things like that is important, but there's also other things that enhance that, right? Like colors. What kind of colors do your brand um not require, but what would bring that out? What would embellish your brand, right? If you have a happy brand, then you want to have bright colors, right? You want to have like yellows and oranges and pinks, and you want to have vibrant colors, right? Because you want people to be, oh wow, that's amazing, I feel that, I'm getting that, right? That's what you want from your customers. If you have something that is like, more pristine, and your colors may be a little bit muted, right? So if you have a pristine thing and then you put it on a shocking neon background, people are going to be like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So these colors, they're going to play a role into that. So if you have like peace and serenity is not bold, bright colors and neon colors either, right? We know that peace and serenity is going to be the blues and the greens, and these blues and greens, they may not be vibrant. They're going to be more pastel-y. They're going to be more calm, more soothing, because that is what the color is going to evoke, right? So you want to make sure that you are telling the story through your colors. Your music and your sound is another thing, right? Again, if you took the TikTok class with DC from Charisma's Candle Baker, she's saying that brands, they're looking at you. The reason why you have licensed music is because there's certain things, but you don't want to be playing rap music. If your brand ain't about rap music and trap music, then you're not going to be playing that in the background to your luxury brand. If your luxury brand don't have anything to do with um um ghetto vibes or rap vibes or old school hip hop, if your luxury brand don't have any ties to that, then that may be a little bit off-putting when you are establishing it, right? But if you have a brand that's pretty much established and people know, hey, that's what we do here, right? Then they're gonna have an understanding. But if somebody is new and they're just coming in on this side, they're not gonna understand it. They're not gonna make that connection. And so these things, pay attention to those as well. So your colors, your music, your sounds. Make sure that you're paying attention to that when you are communicating your message. Um, and color has a powerful effect on emotion. So does music. What's the tone? How are we speaking? Right? How am I speaking to you? Are you my good homegirl? Are you my cousin? Are you a queen? Are you a king? Are you like, what I'm saying? Like, what are we here? Right? And that's how you're going to address them. How am I speaking to you? Am I speaking to you like, oh, thank you, welcome to the Taj Mahal, and I'm here to serve you? Like, what are we doing here? Make sure that you're speaking in that tone, right? And lastly, well, not lastly, I got to. Well, I did say engage. So that was at the first one. But the last thing, and another thing that should have been first, because all of these are really, really good. But be authentic. People could tell when you're being a phony, right? And I wrote, don't be phony. Don't be fake. Don't try to put on your work phone, your work voice. Don't try to act like somebody that you're not. Be who you are, because you're going to be that person forever, right? So be who you are. That way you're never out of character. I'm always going to be me. I'm always going to sound like this. I'm always going to be very New York, right? I'm going to be that because that's who I am. And even if I change it up a little bit, and even if it's more refined, even I'm still going to have that. Why? Because that's a part of who I am, right? That's a part of my makeup, right? So be who you are within your brands, right? If your brand is luxury, but you're southern, that doesn't take away anything. I'm gonna still use my southern hospitality, my, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still use that, and I'm still going to provide you a luxury experience that you will never forget for the rest of your life, right? I'm still able to do that and still be myself. I could still give you luxury and still be from the hood. I could still give you luxury. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't mean that I had to be born with a silver spoon in my mouth to give you a luxurious experience, right? But I'm going to let you know this is where I came from, and this is the reason why I do what I do, and this is the reason why I feel it's necessary for me to bring you this kind of experience, because I know where I come from and I know what that's about, and I'm showing you what it could be and how I enjoy it or whatever, right? And so be authentic is like key. Be authentic is key. And so what I want you to do is I want you to look at your competitors, and this is what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Look at your competitors and see where they're missing the mark. See where they're missing the mark. Go scrolling through their comments and see what people are saying. Go scrolling through their reviews and see, and go look through their good reviews and look through their bad reviews and see what people are saying. See what's missing and see how can you take whatever's missing with them. You're not going to offer the same thing and be like, oh, well, this company don't do this, so we do this. No, you're not going to come and, not come across that way. You're going to just look and see what people are missing, and then you're going to apply that to your business so that you can address those things, because clearly people need better understanding, right? And so that is your homework for tomorrow, is to look at your competitors, scroll through their reviews, scroll through their comments, see what's missing, see what you could do better, see what you would do better, right? And then see what they're doing well, write those things down, and see how you can start incorporating that into your business model, right? And look at the people who are in your niche, and see what they're doing, right? And so with that being said, y'all, I absolutely appreciate y'all for rocking with me for this long. I know we've had some hiccups and trying to get this show together today, but we are here. We got it done. I appreciate you guys. We are going to continue on the vibe with the value for the week, and I'm going to also talk to you guys in the stories and see. I'm gonna do a poll about today or Friday for our GIST meeting. So just to make sure that everybody has a chance to get to the GIST meeting. That's our accountability group. That's the Get Your Ish Together group. And also, if you want to be a part of the Honor Society, the Honor Society is our all access membership. It's a subscription based membership. It is $19.99. If you get your email and you click the link, you'll be able to get it for $19.99. It will be $39.99 after that. It's only $19.99 a month till Sunday. After Sunday, it is going back to regular price. That $19.99 will not be offered. And that is what we have going on. And what else? If you're catching the replay, please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to put on your notifications bell so you can be notified when we are going live with the class, or when we're going live for Coffee with Nikki. You know, Coffee with Nikki, we here Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Your daily cup of information and inspiration. I appreciate you guys, for rocking with me and actually staying with me this long. We've been on for an hour and a half, well, almost. An hour and a half. I appreciate your time. I know that you guys are working, you got things going on, but you decide that you want to rock with me, and I appreciate that. And I hope that this investment in your time was well worth it, and that you could use this information for your business, your personal life, or forever. What else? Please take out this video and share it with the world, because I'm trying to get to 100K by December 31st. So I got a lot of work to do. That means I got a lot of work to do. So you guys, thank you so very much. I appreciate you guys. Make sure that you pay attention to your stories, because I'm going to keep you updated there of any changes and things like that. I'm trying to think of, is there anything else I wanted to say? Nope, that's it. Check your emails. Make sure that our email did not go to your spam folder. With that being said, y'all, I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all don't even know. Have a productive day. Have a very productive day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye, y'all.